Welcome to Houston Joseph's 18-month toddler update. If you guys are new to my channel or haven't seen these videos, I did one every month up until he was 12 months old. And then I did like a little mini update when he was 15 months old, and here we are at 18 months old. So I do have a playlist if you guys want to look at any of his baby videos, but we love looking back, and it's just fun like to look back and remember. So I decided I'm gonna film this in his playroom with him playing here, and his dad will be in here too playing, so he maybe will, you can hear him talking, or he might come in the video a little bit, but I am going to just do my best to try to get through this. So I do have a bunch of notes written down here on a notebook, so I will be kind of just talking through those, and then you will just hear him playing. So he turned 18 months on February 26th, and that was 2 days ago. And he just had his 18-month checkup, so he is 27 pounds, which is the 88th percentile, and he's 2 feet and 9.5 inches, and he's in the 85th percentile for his height. So he's tall and pretty heavy for his age. He's just a big kid, but he's always been like that. Okay, Houston is playing with his aunt in the other room, so Dano and I will do the update quick, but do you want to talk about what he eats and his food?
Well, hasn't he been eating everything for a while?
Well, yeah, he's definitely more picky though. He still eats like 3 solid meals a day and is still drinking milk and whole milk.
Yeah.
Do you want to see what we're doing?
Baby.
What do you want to tell your friends? That you're talking a lot? What is that?
Lola.
What is that?
Lola.
What is this? What is this?
Down, down, down.
Down.
That's cool.
Okay, so he just is having a tantrum. What's wrong? You want more fruit snacks, huh? So he just turned 18 months 2 days ago, and we just went to his appointment on that exact day, and so he is 27 pounds. So he is in size 4 diapers still, which feels like he's been in forever. He's in 2T clothing, but sometimes even 3T, and then he is wearing size like 5 to 6 shoe. So for his sleep, he still sleeps 12 hours, give or take, at night, and he's like an amazing sleeper. He still uses his same little sleep routine. He's in his crib. He has his sound machine, his sleep sack, his blankie, a couple little stuffed animals in his crib, and he is still taking 2 naps a day. He hasn't really shown major signs of being ready to transition to 1, but I know that is in our near future. He has definitely turned into more of a picky eater over these last like 6 months, since, you know, he's more of a toddler now, but we still try to offer him like fruit, vegetables, meat, and, you know, carbs, but he's pretty picky for the most part, and he does drink just milk and water. We haven't really been giving him like anything other than that, and he is still having breast milk twice a day, morning and bedtime, and at this point it's probably more like he could totally not, but I would say it's still enjoyable for both of us, and it's working, and he is still a crazy wild little mover. So for me, it's like just my time that I get to snuggle him, and he is relaxed and calm, and he definitely in the morning he says milka milka, so that's his little thing. But once it becomes a point where it just doesn't seem right anymore, we will stop. But I did hit a point like when he was 15 months old where he was still doing it once during the day, and we were on vacation in Florida, and it was just like really hard to separate him like wanting it all the time during the day. So once we cut that out, now he like is totally fine all day. He doesn't ever like whine or ask for it, which is just works for both of us. He is back at daycare 5 days a week, which is the first time in the last couple weeks since about a year ago when the pandemic first hit. He was doing 4 days a week for a while there this fall, and then he went down to 3 days a week because my husband was in between jobs, and now he's back 5 days a week, which is, I do miss him because since he was home so much more, but it is really good for him because he is such a social guy that I felt like we couldn't really give him the attention and entertainment that he needed, but definitely, like, I'm sure there will be times where we keep him with us, like, of course, if we're doing trips and things like that, like, so I'm sure, but he is on a normal week going 5 days. Are you coming to get your hockey stick? Do you want to show your friends your brand new righty stick? Here you go.
No.
Here you go. Or are you FaceTiming Evan? So he has gotten better in the car recently. He does have a little tick, I would say, where he cannot have his shoes on in the car. I don't know what it is. So we don't even bother putting them on. We just put him in the car with no shoes and then bring the shoes and then put them on once we get there. So that's like a funny little thing. He is still rear facing and we plan to keep him that way for as long as we possibly can. His current interests right now are hockey, basketball, and Mickey Mouse, and he is just obsessed with everything hockey. Like, he has hockey books. He just, those are his favorite books. He loves playing hockey. He loves sticks, hockey, pucks. He loves watching hockey on TV and in person, and I just think that's really cool because, I mean, there is hockey in our family, but somebody said, like, well, of course, if you're put him around something, he's gonna like it, but this definitely wasn't like that. I mean, he was exposed to it, but he just took an interest, and I don't know, it's really cool to see because I've fell away from hockey, and now to see my son like falling in love with it is really special. And of course he can do whatever he wants to do, and I'm sure his interests will change over time, but like I said, he also loves basketball, shooting hoops, he loves balls. Lately he has finally gotten into books more, where he'll actually sit and let us read maybe 2 to 3 books at a time, and even in the car, if we give him a couple of his favorite books, that will keep him entertained. He is not a kid that likes screen time. He doesn't have an iPad, and we don't really plan to give him one, but it doesn't interest him. The longest, he just started watching Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, and the longest was yesterday morning. He laid with me in the morning for 15 minutes right when he woke up and watched that, but that was the longest he's ever like sat still with us and just relaxed and snuggled. So that's kind of nice and special because I have wanted more of that as a mom. So I did do a video about this, but he flew at 15 months old, and that was not a great experience for us. So I think it's just kind of the kid we have. He doesn't nap really anywhere other than his own sleeping space. He has not had a haircut yet. His hair is like really, like, my hair is very thick and coarse, and he definitely does not have my hair. It's pretty thin and soft and fine and straight, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with his hair because I was really hoping for like curls and letting it just like grow out, but it's just like cute little baby hair right now, and I don't plan to cut it anytime in the near future. He gets a bath, honestly, like once a week. It's more of an as needed thing in our household, and that's what works for us. And he does like bath time, but I'm sure this summer when we're outside playing more, he will probably get baths on a more frequent basis just because he'll be actually like muddy and dirty. And then the biggest thing that I wanted to share and talk about in this 18-month update is his speech, his talking, his language. He talks a lot for his age. So he started talking when he was 15 months old, and it started out, of course, just like most kids, like mama, dada, nana, but pretty quickly, both my husband and I remember like looking up how many words a 15-month-old should say, and it was, like 3 to 4 or 2 to 4 or something, and he was probably could say like 30 words at that time. And at this point he's 18 months old and he can say and knows what so many things mean. He can understand directions. He can tell us what he wants for the most part. I would say he can say well over 100 words, and he can string like 4-word phrases together. He will say, "Mama, what's that guy doing?" or "Dada, have some too." And of course it's not perfect, but we understand him, and I just think it is really cool and an awesome thing to see my kid like talking, and I just think it's so funny. And he for sure is taking after me in that regard, because I talk a lot and I started talking really young, and my mom tells me funny stories about me just like speaking to strangers all the time. So I definitely think he is following in my footsteps in that, and I just think it's hilarious because he's such a funny kid and just cracks us all up. And I think that is pretty much everything I wanted to share for his 18-month update. He is so funny, fun-loving, wild energy. I love that he goes and plays so hard when he's awake, and he's such a good sleeper. I am having he's just turned a corner to such a fun age right now because he's actually like interested in things. I'm so excited for this summer because I feel that he'll be able to be outside with the kids in the neighborhood and participate in some activities, and I can't wait for all that he will learn and all the fun things that he's going to be doing over the next 6 months. The next update I'm going to do is 2 years old, which I know that's going to come before I know it. So thanks for listening to me blab about my little guy. And if you guys have any questions, let me know. I will link the playlist where I did all his baby updates below. And I'm gonna insert some clips of him like recently and over these last, I guess, 6 months. It's probably gonna be way harder for me to do that since like I was doing them every month when he was little, but I will put in some fun ones, and hopefully I can include some ones of him talking. But if you know Houston and you're around him, you know he's so funny. So here he comes. I'll see if I'll get him to say bye. Hey, come here. Can you say bye-bye? I'm gonna say bye-bye to my friends. Can you say bye-bye? Blow him a kiss.
Ma.
Say, tell him you love him.
Ma.
Say see ya.
Yeah.
Hey, what's your favorite sport? Do you like hockey?
Hockey.
You like your hockey stick?
Hockey cake.
And your hockey puck?
Dadas.
And do you who's all in our family? Is Kitty?
Da.
Kitty's in our family? And Mom?
I do it.
Okay, say bye.
Game. Hockey game.
You want to watch a hockey game on TV? Do you like Mickey Mouse? What song do you like to sing before bed?
Hockey game.
What song do you like to sing before bed?
Hockey game.
See you later.
Come.
Bottom? See ya. Okay, I will come. He does like to sing before bed. We sing Jesus Loves Me, and then we are like praying with him before meals, and it's so cute because he will say amen, and that just warms my mommy heart. Okay, see you later.